Let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE, the local bourse seeming to have extended its losses that we have seen, I think, over the last three trading sessions. So not a very good week for the JSE. Of course, they're seeing a sea of red, with the all share declining more than 2/3%. That largely coming from the Resources 10 complex. Of course, a trend that we did even see yesterday, slumping more than 1.5%. Financial 15 also following in that same direction there, with a decline of almost 0.7%, and the Industrial 25 edging lower by almost 0.1%. Let's take a look at what is happening stateside. Quite a number of things that investors are still digesting there. Of course, Nvidia results that came out beating analyst estimates once again. We did see that share price there crossing the $1,000 mark for the first time. They're reaching a fresh record high. Of course, we also did see the tech-heavy Nasdaq reaching fresh records there. And also the markets digesting the Fed minutes that came out last night, signaling that Fed officials are still feeling some caution and uncertainty in terms of when interest rates will be cut. We also did get some signal of strength still in the U.S. labor market today, with the U.S. weekly jobless claims with the growth there coming out lower than what markets had expected. Quite a mixed picture over there. Of course, I mentioned the tech-heavy Nasdaq extending its gains there by 0.7%. The S&P 500 ticking up by 0.15%, but the Dow backing that overall trend there with a decline of almost 0.75%. Let's take a look at what is happening with markets across the Atlantic, and a mixed picture over there that we are seeing. We did see some negative sentiment throughout yesterday, but that changing for the CAC 40 up almost 0.1%. The DAX 0.04% above that flat line, but the FTSE 100 extending the losses, declining more than 0.25%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene, and we start off with how the Rand is doing against some of the major currencies. Some more weakness coming through to the Rand, now just below 18 Rand 50 against the US dollar, against the pound at 23 Rand 46, and against the euro at 19 Rand 98. Let's check in with the other currency pairs, starting off with the euro dollar, which remains flat at 1.08, pound dollar at 1.27, and quite some weakness coming through to the yen against the US dollar, above 157 against that currency.